Hiya, Jim. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good. Almost a big day. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Last look round to go for the season.
So you're all sorted then?
Yeah, got the stars and stripes hung up all over the office in anticipation for tomorrow. Really looking forward to meeting the president.
Yeah,
I can't believe he's travelling all the way to Dublin to watch Shamrock Rovers and Sligo Rovers.
he's literally only a 20 minutes drive from Tallaght Stadium.
Really? That's a bit odd. I always thought he lived in Washington.
You do realise it's the President of Ireland that will be attending?
Yeah, of course. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go. Lots to do.
No worries. Good luck for tomorrow.
Cheers. Bye. What am I gonna do with all this stuff? Hello and welcome back to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. So we are here, it is pre-season, we are in the year of our Lord 2027 and we have made a few transfers. So we have actually started bringing lots of trialists in the off-season. It's a tip that I saw on a Zealand video, and basically we just scoured the free transfer market and offered as many players as we can a trial. And if they accepted the trial, we obviously took them, had a look at them for 2 weeks, and then we could see all their attributes, see if they looked like they'd be a good fit for our side. So that's a top tip. Obviously not my tip. All credit to the Zealand video that I watched. But it's been very helpful to find new players. But this first incoming, Bertrand Kongnui, wasn't found that way. He was actually signed on a pre-contract last season, halfway through last season. He was a Waterford player on loan at Bray Wanderers, and he's coming in as our starting now advanced playmaker in centre midfield. He's a very, very good player. He's only 19 years old. Coach reckons he's about 2.5 stars, potential ability of up to 5 stars. His standout attributes, of course, his passing of 12 and his first touch of 13. Pretty good in the physicals as well. So definitely a good signing, hopefully. I say definitely and then hopefully in the same sentence. It just doesn't make sense. It's a bit of a juxtaposition, but I don't know what I was saying. And then the second incoming was at right back, Pierluigi Rigodonzo, coming in on loan from our affiliate club, Hellas Verona. Of course, we had Stefano Rossi at that position from Hellas Verona last season on loan, but he didn't want to sign up for another season in Ireland. So we've just brought in a direct replacement for him, and he's a very good player, 4-star coach rating, potential ability of up to 5 stars, but of course we won't ever see that come to fruition. He's going to be our starting right back this season. And then the final incoming was a free transfer again, of course. Ryan Moore coming in as our backup goalkeeper. He was brought in on trial originally, and he is a lot better than the rest of our goalkeepers apart from Trevor Murphy. So he'll not be getting any game time, but if Trevor Murphy gets an injury, Ryan Moore will step in. You can see he's got pretty good potential ability, to be fair to him. His current ability is only 2 stars, but he's got 4-star potential. His handling's nice with 13. Aerial reach is decent as well with 14. Just needs to work on a few of the other attributes such as his throwing and maybe his kicking as well. Definitely needs to work on one-on-ones. 4 is not great, but hopefully he'll get a chance in some games, maybe if Murphy gets an injury. I don't know why I'm saying hopefully Murphy gets an injury, because I don't want Murphy to get an injury. Now for the outgoings, and both the outgoings are just loans. So Raphael Leggett, I keep saying his name in a really fancy way. It's probably Leggett, not Leggett, but he has moved on loan to Monaghan Cavan, who are a club who take a lot of our players on loan. He's basically just gone there for some first team football, try and help with his development a bit. It does look like it could be a decent player in the future. His finishing of 10 and first touch of 13 are the obvious standout attributes. He's only 17, as I said, so hopefully he can get a bit of first team football there. I don't think they actually play in a playable league, so it is just going to be in cup competitions and friendlies that he plays, but hopefully it'll help. And the other outgoing is Adam Rooney, the centre-back, going out on loan to Longford Town for this season. He's not really needed. He's surplus the requirements. We tried to get rid of him. Nobody wanted him. So he's just been sent out on loan for the season, and then we'll run his contract down. Obviously, it ends at the end of this season. And then we'll be saying goodbye to Adam Rooney. So, of course, it has just been pre-season, so not any big matches to look over. So there's all the results from our pre-season games. Pretty decent pre-season. Hopefully we can take some of that form into the President's Cup game, which is today's first match against Shamrock Rovers, hence the suit, because it is technically a cup final, even though it is just their equivalent of the Community Shield. So this is the tactic and lineup that we are going with for the game against Shamrock Rovers. We're going to try and do our possession pressing tactic. Of course, we have had some pretty high scoring games against Shamrock in the past using this tactic, namely the 5-4 defeat last season and several 4-3 defeats in the season prior. But we're hopeful that this one's going to work for us. Trevor Murphy is, of course, in goal. Rigodonzo at right back. Alberkus and Mann in central defence. Daniel O'Reilly at left back. Thomas Alua, who is lacking a bit in sharpness, but hopefully he'll be able to get through the game, is at right midfield. Power and Kongnui in, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Kongnui. There's a lot of Y's, Y-U-Y, I don't know how that's pronounced. If anyone knows, please let me know. They are in the centre midfield. Giorgio Kearney is at left midfield, and then Morrissey and Breen are up front. This season, I'm kind of hoping Morrissey's not going to be as good, because then I won't have to play him. I do want to try and get Sven Gertlicher to be more of a first-team regular this season. Morrissey, of course, is getting on a bit. He's 33, so he's probably got another good year in him, maybe. You can see some of his attributes are declining, especially his physical ones. His pace is just going drastically down. So yeah, we'll see how he does. Of course, let's have a look at how many goals he's scored in the past few seasons. He's been on a tear, really. 20 and 25, but really that was 23 and 27 in all competitions. 20 in that season out of 30 games, and then 17 last season. So he is declining in his number of goals that he scored as well. So we'll see how he gets on in the first few games of the season. But of course, that is the lineup for the final. Let's see how we go. So just quickly looking at what the fans are saying in the press officer's social roundup. Cillian at McDonough says, yep, that'll do. Seos, I can't even pronounce these Irish names. Seos McBride is looking forward to another Rigodonzo masterclass, which is nice. And then Neil Nevin says, we're onto something here with this, aren't we? So very positive from the fans. Let's hope they still feel that way at the end of the game, as we are going to go with outstretched arms and say, no one expects us to get a result. Go out there, enjoy playing without any pressure on you. So here we go. Cup final day. We're at Tallaght Stadium, home of Shamrock Rovers, and the league champions against the cup champions. If I was in the prediction business, my prediction would be that Shamrock are going to win this one, because we do struggle against them. We've only won, I think, one of the last 9 meetings against Shamrock, and that was in the EA Sports Cup semi-final, and we had to have extra time to do that. But there's a corner kick for Shamrock. Scully takes it towards the back post. Lewis should get it. He does. He heads it away. Breen now. Possible counter-attack for us. He's got Morrissey in space. Morrissey gets the ball. It's Danny Morrissey. And that is a poor effort from the 33-year-old striker, as Conway can easily collect that and pumps that clear. Now, we could have a first here. Sligo Rovers as a club have never won the President's Cup. So if we do it today, we will make history. But Fitzgerald is coming forward with the ball for Shamrock Rovers. Our players are getting back well, but it'd be nice if we could block this cross off. It's Fitzgerald, gets the ball in, headed away nicely. Is Clark going to get there? No, Morrissey wins it back well and plays it out wide left. A bit behind O'Kearney, but he's got it now and can advance forward with it, trying to skip past their defender. He does. There's a man in space on the right-hand side, but we lose the ball, and Clark has it now for Shamrock, and it's a possible opportunity for them. O'Sullivan coming forward with it. O'Sullivan with a shot. I think that's hit the bar, and it's cleared by Mann. And Giorgio Kearney is going to look to try and keep this in, and he does. Free kick. O'Reilly takes it. Looking for O'Kearney. It was a brilliant pass, but just bad touch from him, and Swanson gets to clear it. But we've still got a chance with Rigodonzo on the opposite side. Ball in from Rigodonzo is going to be easily collected from Conway, and now we need to get back into our positions as the ball is played out wide left. Rigodonzo with a great header. Now Power has it. Goes past the midfielder. Now Morrissey. I don't know where that ball was going. I don't know what he was looking for there. Davis has the ball in the centre of the field for Shamrock now. And so Sullivan. We definitely need to make a tackle, because I feel like they're just going to have chance after chance. It's O'Sullivan advancing forward with it. Takes it on. And Carlos Sullivan has opened the scoring in this game. 1-0 to Shamrock. Is a great finish from the edge of the box, but to be fair, we should be closing him down better than that. We just stood off him and let him score. Rigodonzo with a throw in from this right-hand side. Now Morrissey loses the ball, and Fitzgerald's going to get on that, is he? No, Power comes back well to cover for the right-back Rigodonzo, who'd obviously been taking the throw in. That's a long ball forward from Rigodonzo. The goalkeeper's going to come out and hoofs it clear. Rigodonzo's got it again. Long ball forward. Is Morrissey onside? Doubtful. Clark, though, with the ball in the centre of the field for Shamrock as they come forward once more, looking for a second goal in this game. So Sullivan, the goal scorer, on the right-hand side. Can he get a ball in? Power tries to make a tackle, but O'Sullivan wins it back. Ball into the box, headed away, not headed away. It went over the defender's head, and Shamrock still have the ball on this left-hand side. Ball in. O'Sullivan's there for a second, and O'Sullivan puts it away. 2-0 to Shamrock. So we had conceded at least 2 goals in the last 4 meetings against Shamrock Rovers, and that run has continued today as Shamrock possibly with another chance here. Fitzgerald moving the ball forward, just skips past Power. I think Power's in danger of getting a red card. It's a good save from Murphy, but we need to change something here, I think, as Shamrock have a corner kick. All right, I realise it is only 36 minutes into the game, but we do look like we are going to lose this one. So I'm going to switch to this formation, 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder, and we're going to make 2 changes in the first half, which is something that I very, very rarely do. But Gary Buckley is going to come on for Power because I feel like he will get sent off, playing in the ball-winning midfield role if he continues. And then we are also going to take Morrissey off for Sam Verdon in the box-to-box midfield role. And I feel like we should try and move to a more counter-attacking style. So we're going to move to fluid counter-attack. We've got 2 inside forwards and a poacher. Hopefully we can get something back from this game, as Shamrock do indeed have that corner kick. Scully, long ball towards the far post, punched away by Murphy. Now Breen's got it. Can we do something on the counter-attack? It's looking unlikely. Morrissey's got about 5 men to beat. Morrissey on the right-hand side. He's been drawn out wide, and Lynch with a great tackle, and that is cleared for Shamrock. And they have another throw-in on the right-hand side. Swanson to Scully. Great tackle from O'Reilly. Cleared, but I don't think there's anyone up there. It's going to stay in, it looks like. Fernandez gets it at the back for Shamrock. Plays that forward to Davis. Be great if we could get an interception or a tackle in here so high up the field. Instead, they give it away to Albercus. And now Mann with the ball forward looking for Alua. Headed away by Lynch. And it's Shamrock on the attack once more. Clark with it. And it looks like it could be 3-0. Lynch with the ball on the left-hand side. He's going to get a ball in the box, isn't he? We're not going to be able to tackle him. Clark, the ball in. Scully. Anthony Scully makes it 3-0 to Shamrock. And it looks like our run of playing cup finals and winning them is going to come to a horrific end today. 3-0 to Shamrock. And it's just about half-time. So there is the half-time whistle. Shamrock have been completely in charge in this game. I don't want to say what my assistant's telling me to say, because that was awful. I'm going to say, look, you know as well as I do that the first half wasn't good enough. Show them what you're all about in the second. And we're very limited to what we can do with our tactics now, or at least with our substitutes now. Giorgio Kearney's having a stinker of a game, 6.2. O'Reilly's not doing much better on a 6.3, and Congney is even doing pretty bad on a 6.4 as well. Do we, I mean, it's a cup game. Do we just go for it? Do we just change our formation again and go for it? I think we do. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Verdon up front because he can play there. We'll keep Breen as the poacher. Verdon can be a pressing forward. Put him as a pressing forward on support. Buckley will move into the centre of midfield. Keep him as a ball-winning midfielder. We've got the advanced playmaker of Congney in the centre as well. And then got 2 inside forwards. I feel like they should be wingers rather than inside forwards because we don't want to sort of make too many players be playing in the same position in the centre up here up front. And we're going to change our style again. And we are going to go to our possession pressing tactic. Do we just stick it on attacking for the hell of it? I mean, this is going to probably go wrong, but it's a cup. Who cares? We want to win. We want to at least get a goal. It's on attacking. We start the second half. We're 3-0 down. There's not much else that can go wrong. However, we do have a corner, so things could go right. Congney with the ball in. Breen's there. It's headed away by Fernandez. And O'Kearney's got it now. And it's Mann. Takes a shot. Comes to Oliver. Oliver's there. And we've got one back. It's 3-1. Thomas Oliver with the finish. Switched his role, of course, from the inside forward to the winger. And 2 minutes into the second half, it seems to be working well. Touch wood. There's a corner ball in. Buckley manages to get the clearance and then plays it to Mann somehow. Block from Mann's shot, and then Alua is there with the finish to make it 3-1. Corner for Shamrock, looking to get their 3-goal advantage back. Clark with the header, and it's a good save from Murphy. Now, can we get on the counter-attack? Murphy very slow with his decision-making and kicks it terribly to Davis. Is Carson onside? It doesn't matter because Murphy has made a brilliant save to make up for his error in kicking the ball so low out to Shamrock, and they have another corner. Scully with the ball in once more, headed away by Breen this time, and that is going to come back to Shamrock. Rigadanzo running down his right-hand side finds Conwy back to Rigadanzo. Can he get a ball into the box? He certainly can, and it's cleared though, and this could be danger. Shamrock Rovers on the attack now. Scully advancing forward through the centre of the field. It's Scully. He's had plenty of chances to create goals. Creates another one. What a flick by Scully, and Jerry Davis with a finishing at the top corner of the net. And that is Shamrock Rovers back with a 3-goal advantage. To start this second half, it looked like we might be turning things around. Saying that, there is a highlight straight from kickoff, and it's Aman to Albercus. Hopefully this is going to be our chance. Congnami finds Alua. Very slow moving side at the moment. Alua into the box. Breen's there with a header, and it's over the bar. Breen should be finishing that. Would have been back to 4-2 if he had. We would have had a little bit of a chance heading into the final 25 minutes of the game, but we do have a free kick now as we head to the 70th minute. It's O'Reilly that's going to take it. And that hits the bar. Daniel O'Reilly, good attempt from the left back. McCourt with the throw in finds O'Sullivan. And Shamrock are just showing their dominance really. Congney with a tackle. Great tackle from him. O'Kearney comes away with it. Now Congney. Can Congney find someone to pass? He tries to take a shot. It's come to Alua again, and this time he can't finish. It was exactly the same as the original goal for Alua, where Mann had the shot and it was blocked, and it came to Alua. This time it was Congney who had the shot, as Buckley puts in an excellent tackle. Ball over the top, looking for Breen. The keeper's come out. Breen's there, and he smashed it wide of the goal. And we've got 15 minutes left. We're going to make our final change of the game, and it's whether we bring on Daly Butts or Sven Gertlicher. It's going to be Daly Butts, I think, for Giorgio Kearney, who's not having the best of times out there. He's on a 6.2. O'Reilly again is as well not doing too well, but he's sort of improved. I think he was on a 6.2 before, now he's on a 6.3. He had that effort with a free kick as well, so we'll keep him on for the rest of the game as we have about 15 minutes left. Shamrock still on the attack. Fitzgerald tries to skip past Albercus. Albercus somehow manages to get the tackle in, and Shamrock have the ball once more though, and Carson with it to Fitzgerald. It's going to be 5. There's the 5th. Will Fitzgerald. Goals for everyone for Shamrock today. Disappointing. But to be fair, they are unbeaten in their last 9 competitive games. This will be their 3rd President's Cup in a row when they inevitably lift it as the full-time whistle goes. Here they are, they're going to lift their 3rd in a row, their 4th overall. Heading into this game, Shamrock had scored 9 goals in their last 2 meetings, and now they've just added to that total with another 5 today. So that's 14 goals in 3 games against us, as we have to watch them lift the President's Cup. No handshake from Joe Biden for me today. Very disappointing. I know he's not the president of Ireland. Just go with it. Their goalkeeper better not do a cartwheel. Nope. That's copyright infringement. That's what Trevor Murphy does. You can't be doing that. So I've just said unlucky boys would have been nice to win this trophy, but it wasn't to be. So hopefully that's another sign of things to come in the full season. It is the best team in Ireland that we've just been beaten by, to be fair. So before we headed into the game against Shamrock Rovers, I'd asked the board if we could turn professional, because we are still a semi-professional club. We've secured our place in the league for 2 years in a row now, I think. But they've rejected that. They're happy with the club's position in the football pyramid at present, apparently. So as we are into our 5th season with Sligo Rovers, of course, we've played many league games. We're gonna try and get through the season a little bit quicker. So this episode is just going to be the one game, the President's Cup final. We are going to come back probably around the end of March, beginning of April, around Dundalk, Shelburne games. Try and get a bigger batch of games done so we can try and get through the season, and hopefully we can put in some good performances and not get beat 5-1 every week. That would be nice, but we will see. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.